You ever get that feeling that there's, well, more to life than what we see? You know that sense that behind the curtain of all our daily dramas, there's something else going on. Let's talk about that feeling, this idea of an invisible force.
I mean, really think about it. Have you ever just felt lucky? Like you dodged a bullet in a tricky situation? Or something just happened to go your way when honestly it really shouldn't have? Or maybe it feels like more than just luck. It's this deeper sense that you're being looked after. When you're sick, somehow you get better. When you're feeling lost, someone calls. It's almost like a hidden hand is quietly arranging things for you.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. That powerful, nagging feeling that an invisible force is kind of guiding you through the chaos. So what is this force? And how does it totally change the way we see the world? So why don't we see this force all the time? Well, it's because we fall into this really simple trap. We get completely distracted by the most obvious, right in front of our face reasons for why things happen. We tend to focus on what's immediate, right? We thank the doctor for the medicine that made us better. We thank the pilot for a safe flight. We pat ourselves on the back for our hard work. But what if those are just the tools? What if we're missing the bigger picture here? The invisible force that actually makes the medicine work, that keeps the plane up in the sky, that allows our efforts to mean something. Okay, so this brings us to a huge turning point. What happens when we decide to shift our focus, when we look past the visible tools and try to see the invisible hand that's guiding them? This is where it all starts to click. Real understanding, real peace. It all starts the moment we look past the immediate cause and try to connect with the ultimate cause behind, well, everything. And this force actually has a name, Rub, which we translate as Lord. Now, this isn't some unconscious thing like gravity. No, Rub is a conscious, living, and caring intelligence. It's described as providing fine-tuned services, meaning it knows exactly what you need and orchestrates things just for your benefit. Let's make this super practical. You go to the sink, you turn on the tap, and water comes out. So simple, right? But just stop and think about the million things that could have gone wrong. A pipe could be broken. There could be a supply issue in your whole city, a blockage somewhere. A million ways for it to fail. And yet, the one right thing happened. You got water. Is that just a coincidence? Or is it a perfect example of that fine-tuned service from a caring force? You know, there's this incredible verse in the Quran that just nails this idea. It says, don't worship the creation, the sun and the moon, but instead worship the one who created them. It's the exact same logic. Don't just thank the doctor. Thank the one who made the healing possible in the first place. So if we actually start to live with this perspective, how does it completely change the way we look at the ups and downs of our own lives?
When you see it this way, good times and bad times, they're not signs of being loved or hated. They're more like day and night, two totally different but equally necessary experiences. We don't get angry at the world when the sun sets, right? We just accept it, we adapt. We should really treat life's challenges the exact same way, as just another part of a cycle that's created for our growth.
Okay, here's a wild question for you. Why is it that people will pay good money to go skydiving, to literally jump out of a plane, which is full of risk and fear, and they call it thrilling? But when an unexpected life crisis hits, it feels absolutely terrifying. What's the real difference? It all comes down to one thing: preparation. Skydiving is a planned test. We know it's coming, we prepare for it mentally, we walk right into it. A life crisis, on the other hand, is a surprise test. It just shows up unannounced. And that's where the terror comes from. The fear isn't in the difficulty itself, it's in being caught completely unprepared. And this whole idea of tests, well, it leads us to the biggest one of all, the final test at the very end of our lives. You know, we spend so much time worrying about the wrong thing. We're afraid of the act of dying. But the truly frightening part isn't death itself. It's what comes after. It's the idea that we will have to stand before God and be asked about the life we lived. That is the ultimate surprise test we should be preparing for. So, how do we prepare? It's actually pretty simple. To handle all the surprise tests that this life throws at us, we have to improve our thinking. But to get ready for that ultimate test, to prepare to face God, what matters most is improving our actions. And that brings us right here to the final, most important question. This isn't just about what you believe or how you feel. It's about what you do. So when you look at your life, at your choices, at how you act day to day, are your actions preparing you for that final conversation?